We are putting the spotlight on MTN Organization Incorporated. Meet the Need is the acronym. It is based in Freehold. Reggie Anderson is the founder and president. Yvette Anderson is the founder and executive director. Jasmine Austin Leaks is the community outreach director. And it's so good to have you here together as a family. Welcome.
Thank you. It's so good to be here.
Thank you for having us.
It is my pleasure. So tell me, when and how was this nonprofit founded, and what's your mission?
So it was founded in 2010, and it was something that I wanted to do to give back to the community that gave to me. I grew up in Manalapan, and I grew up a family in need. And my grandfather was very instrumental in making sure that I volunteered and gave back. So he would have me go to a local church, and I would help at like 12 years old make Thanksgiving baskets for families. And then later that evening, my family would receive one of those baskets. So you fast forward now, and my husband and I are both have great careers. We want for nothing. And I came to him and I said, Reggie, I want to give back the way that families gave back.
And I said, how much is this going to cost?
He did. That's always his first question.
I always say, how much?
That's his first question.
Good.
And I said, I don't know, but I know that it's something that I want to do. So we started out doing like 15 families, and it just grew. It took a mind of its own. I posted a simple Facebook post, and so many people gravitated to it and wanted to help, and we ended up doing 200 the following year. So our mission is to provide relief in the areas of hunger, poverty, education, health and wellness to seniors, low-income families, children, homeless. And it's just, as we go along, we pick up a new project, and that's pretty much how it started. We started with Thanksgiving to honor my grandparents, and then each time something came along and I saw a need, and that's our name, Meet the Need, that's what we wanted to do.
And you all recently met the need with people in Trenton?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
No, it was cold.
Sure it was.
My cell phone died out there, so, but it was an amazing effort. We had people come down, helpers from Downingtown, Pennsylvania. We had people from Queens, New York come out to help. And it was an amazing view, at least from my lens, because I'm the security guy and I'm also the cameraman. So just taking a look at how everyone put a lot of love together just to help people out. It was a good effort.
I'll say she is the brains behind the operation. Jasmine works with our 3 volunteers in the office, and when I tell you that they finished this project early, they packed 1,000 care packages, toiletries, bag lunch, blankets, which we want to say thank you to the New York Jets for providing us with 1,000 blankets this year. It was phenomenal, and it was something that we definitely needed, because we always are in need of the supplies that we have to use to give out into the communities.
And at 9, we'll talk more about their giveaway to feed the homeless in Trenton and share video of how well that giveaway went. New Jersey hopes to be a national leader in developing artificial intelligence. The state is partnering with MTN Organization Incorporated, or Meet the Need, is based in Freehold. That's what we're putting the spotlight on today. Reggie Anderson is the founder and president. Yvette Anderson is the founder and executive director. Jasmine Austin Leaks is the community outreach director. And we were talking about one of your giveaways in the first segment. Yes. Let's go ahead and show people the video and tell us what happened that day.
So what you see is us in Trenton, and this is where homeless people in the community come together, and they're in need of socks, hats, gloves, scarves, warm coats, lunch, and we provide all of that. So we set it up, and I like to do things like a farmer's market because I want everybody to keep their dignity intact. So we hand them their blue bag, they go down the line, and we fill it with everything from Bombas socks, who is someone who
You have the
sponsors
Bombas
us.
socks.
We
I
have
love
the
that.
Bombas socks. I can honestly say that the commercials are true when they say
Buy
that for
one,
every
give
one
one.
bought, they
do.
give one. They definitely do, because
That's
we
good
were
to know.
able to give the homeless communities that we served 3 pairs of socks each, which we were very, very proud of that
It's
effort.
amazing.
And we just want to say thank you to Jersey Cares, who donated coats to us. We had 470 coats available for the community to choose from, ranging from children all the way up to men's extra large. So it was a great day. The first weekend we went out was, of course, a lot warmer because we had some 50-degree weather, but last weekend, Saturday, we were out in that frigid cold weather from about 10 to 3 o'clock.
How did everybody hold up?
We were cold.
We were cold, but I think what every year when I do, and we say it, it just happens where it's like, it's freezing, and then I say, they live out here. How can, I'm only out here for a few hours.
Exactly.
Blow your nose, put your gloves on, and you'll be okay.
Toughen up, yeah.
Yeah.
Walk in
I
somebody
say it
else's
every
shoes.
year, but
yeah.
I have to like remind myself I have a lot of nerve for just a few hours out here.
That's right.
What was the reaction of everybody who came out? They must have been so appreciative.
Everyone that we served, all they could say is thank you so much. Thank you for not forgetting about us. We really appreciate you. God bless. It was a wonderful experience for volunteers and for those that we served. We had some singing going on.
Yeah.
We had one homeless gentleman who really had a beautiful voice, and he was singing some gospel music, and we loved it.
And even when we pulled up, we saw people asking, hey, I don't want a handout right away. I'm looking for work. Right? Can you find a job?
Set up,
right?
Yeah.
Right. They're looking to actually find a job. So, you know, we're learning about the demographics as well. Things are changing out there.
When you say things are changing, meaning?
More people are looking for different things. We have people from different areas, people coming from other countries as well. So, you know, we're serving all types of people from all over.
From all walks of life.
Yeah, all walks of life.
And coming up at noon, the Andersons talk about other communities where they go to help meet the need. Our focus today is on MTN Organization Incorporated based in Freehold. We have Reggie, we have Yvette, and of course we have Jasmine here talking with us. Let's talk about some of the places you all go. You went to Trenton, Lakewood. Also, you have gone to Neptune, Asbury Park. Tell us about those areas where you help people.
So in Asbury, we meet at Trinity Church. They allow us to use their parking lot. They have a free food pantry and soup kitchen. So when we pull up, they're always excited to see us because they can come outside and receive hats, gloves, scarves, warm blankets, you know, and a plethora of food. And whatever we have left over, we go ahead and we donate it to them because they, when the temperatures drop below a certain temperature, they have them come in and they shelter them. I think it's like 30 degrees. If it goes below 30, they have them come in, and they can house about 47 families or, you know, individuals.
How do you all get the word out so people know to come?
Well, we partner with Trinity and we send them a flyer, and then through their soup kitchen, they post it and they get the word out. We also do things at the train station where we have people go and give flyers, because that's mostly where the homeless people, you know, encamp at the train station.
And we have local contacts as well that we've established a rapport with, so they'll get the word out also. They like what we bring. They feel that, hey, we're giving them fantastic blessings
they look forward to us
every
coming.
year, and then they'll spread the word. But
They
they'll
check
say,
in with us.
make sure
what day, what time are you guys going to be out here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They know.
Because we've been going to the same places for years now.
For the last 14 years, so they know that we're coming because we come the same time every year, about the second and the third Saturday in January. So they look forward to seeing us.
And what you see is, you know, walking through the tent city in Neptune. So that's
and that's located behind the ShopRite on Route 66.
Yeah.
And how many people know that?
Not many. Not many. And I mean, Reggie and I visit often. We do. He goes out more than I do, but he goes out and he brings, they ask for things like propane and, you know, wipes. So we try and supply them as much as we can because we know how brutal that must be. They're intense. And sometimes when we go visit, you walk back there, and if it's snowed or rained, the tent has now sunken and collapsed.
But it's eye-opening for even the volunteers, right?
It is.
Going into the
to know
woods.
that this is what's going on. Because a lot of times, people come out and they volunteer, and they really don't have a pulse of what's going on in their very community, in their own community.
Where do you find your volunteers?
Well, we have a lot of friends and family who support us, but Jasmine reaches out to different schools.
The high schools, a lot of the National Honor Societies, I will say, especially in Monmouth County, they send those kids out. They come. They've come to Asbury. They've come to Newark. Wherever we go,
they've driven themselves.
They do not. It's usually the juniors and the seniors.
We've had them follow us to Trenton, to Newark. Yes.
You find that high schoolers want to give back.
They do.
And help.
They definitely do.
And it's eye-opening for them, and they always say like, "Wow, I didn't know this," because they have no idea.
When you come from an area where, you know, an affluent area where you have everything that you need, it's hard for them to grasp the concept that there are children out there who don't get toys at Christmas.
And tomorrow at 6 a.m., the Andersons talk about a project that's very dear to their heart, named after their late son. MTN Organization Incorporated, based in Freehold, does a lot of great things in the community. Reggie Anderson is the founder president. Yvette Anderson is the founder executive director. Jasmine Austin Leaks is the community outreach director. And you all have a very special project that's dear to your hearts, that was born out of the loss of a beloved son. Tell us about that.
So in 2014, after 7 years of IVF, my husband and I finally I was pregnant to have our son, and I had some complications, and at first they couldn't figure out what was wrong with me, so they put me on bed rest. But I knew that my ankles were swelling, but that's something that's normal for pregnant women to experience, but it started to travel up to my knees. So on my birthday, I get this phone call saying that they need me to come to the hospital because they found large amounts of protein in my urine, and they thought that it was something with my kidneys.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so Reggie and I go, and the whole time I'm just like, no, I know what God has promised me, so I'm not gonna worry about this. And it turned out to be severe preeclampsia. So they ended up having me go to Robert Wood Johnson, and I was supposed to stay there through the duration of my pregnancy. At the time, I was only at 23 weeks. And they wanted to try and at least get me to 24, 25. And after 3 days, my son went into survival mode, and he started pulling from my organs.
Oh no.
Yeah, so they had to deliver him early, and it was the most horrific thing that I think that I have ever experienced, because as I'm going in to deliver one child, I have to say goodbye to my daughter, and they're telling me that this is very, very serious, and most women who experience what I did, they lose their life, you know, during this. So I'm trying to console her that it's gonna be okay, but I'm letting her know that if it doesn't, you know, if I'm not okay, that I love her and that I'm always gonna be with her.
Oh, Yvette.
But I ended up, RJ came out breathing on his own against all the odds of them telling me he was gonna be stillborn, and he survived a day. So I watched that tiny little life come into the world, and I watched it leave. And
he was born in March, so he has a
born,
birthday coming up.
He has a birthday March 1st. It's his birthday. He would have been 10 years old this year.
Aww.
So we've been doing RJ's Toy Chest now for 10 years. And it is dedicated in the memory of him, that his little tiny fleeting memory lives on in such a big way, because we are able to bless over 2,000 children in his name a year with toys. 2,000 children a year.
He'd be so proud
for
of
toys.
you.
Yeah, and it, you know, some people say that, how do you do that? How do you shop for other children? But through the grace of God, he let me see and understand that I would have spoiled this little boy, you know, because she can tell you. He would have been such a spoiled little boy that I now have 2,000 children that I get to spoil at Christmas every year, but I do it in his memory. And I get to know that families say RJ's Toy Chest, so his memory lives on in a huge way to so many.
Ooh, that makes you feel very emotional hearing her talk. We will chat about the pop-up pantries that MTN Organization, Inc. offers coming up at 9. We are talking with MTN Organization Incorporated, based in Freehold. Reggie, Yvette, and Jasmine are with me right now. You all do pop-up pantries.
Yes.
Tell us about those.
So our pop-up pantry happens on a Saturday, where we pop up in any town throughout New Jersey, and we bring fresh fruits and vegetables to the community. And we also have our weekly food pantry, which is housed out of our Freehold office by appointment. And we have a prepared meal distribution that happens once a week, and we're very, very proud of it.
And one thing I want to add is we've established consistency and dependency, right? People look forward to the pantry. Right, and that's one thing that makes us most proud about the effort. I mean, it takes a lot to put all of this together to make this happen. So that's the true reward, is seeing people accept, as Yvette mentioned earlier, saying thank you. That's what it's all about.
And we want to thank Trader Joe's, because they are the sponsors of our pantry. That's where our fruits and vegetables come from. So, I mean, to be able to give the community organic, fresh
Healthy
fruits,
options.
healthier options to choose from is amazing, especially in these trying times where grocery prices are insane. it's nice to know that people have a place to go and find.
And giving them the
MTN.
opportunity to educate, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't know about the healthy and organic options out there. So the educational piece is key as
So
well.
we take the opportunity to say when people shy away from asparagus or avocados that, did you know that you can do this? You know, if you cut that avocado up, add some onion, some tomato, squeeze a lime juice, you've made your own, you know, fresh homemade guacamole.
I bet they love that.
Yeah, so we take those opportunities.
Or
you
they'll
know,
even tell us, if they're regular people, they'll be like, wow, I really loved that bread, I did this. And
Yep.
that's something we can use for the next time we get
Right.
it, to let other people know this is how you could use this. This is what everybody else does.
You also make their Thanksgivings special.
I do. We do. We definitely do.
Over the top.
Yeah.
That's another project that's in the name of my grandparents. So it's Richard and Nola Feed Families for Thanksgiving. And as I told you before, my grandfather was the one that was instrumental and made me volunteer when I was younger. So it's nice to be able to give back to the community the way that it gave to me, but also to honor two people that are very near and dear to my heart, and to know that they're watching and smiling down on me. And I'm walking in my purpose, because to know that something that he had me do as a child, you fast forward now, and this is something that God instilled and placed in my heart to carry forward. So
Where did you come up with that phrase, walking in my purpose? I like the sound of it.
when I was very angry with God after I lost RJ, I wanted to know, what was this all for? For 7 years, I went through IVF. You know, I believed you, I trusted you, you know, and he let me know, I gave you what you asked for. You asked me for a son, and you got it, but that's not what I had for you. I had something else for you. And that's how I know, you know, that I am walking in the purpose that he gave me.
Ooh, doesn't that just give you tears and chills? Ooh. Coming up at noon, the Andersons explain how their newest venture, the Readiness Project, helps feed the mind, body, and soul. Hilda, talking about this web. MTN Organization Incorporated, or Meet the Need, is based in Freehold. Reggie Anderson is the founder president. Yvette Anderson is the founder executive director. Jasmine Austin Leaks is the community outreach director. And you all have a new program called Readiness.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
So the Readiness program was birthed through us feeling like we were just a Band-Aid effect in the community, that we have our annual projects, we have our food pantry and pop-ups, but we're not doing anything for people to be able to sustain. So we wanted to give people a better way of life. So we opened up our office in Freehold with a classroom to be able to do some training. And my husband is very instrumental in making sure that we, you know, give the community everything that they need to have a better way of life.
So the program entails exposure, job shadowing, brand management as well. We first start off with self-awareness, right? We want everyone to know exactly how they're being perceived and how they perceive themselves. Then after that, we have more sessions around LinkedIn strategy. We've got financial sessions coming up. We're trying to give everyone an opportunity to unlock something that maybe they don't even know that they have, right? And then work with them and bringing them to a higher level. It's a growth plan, if any. So that's something that we look forward to. We are putting a lot of time into it, and there's more to come.
So you all feed the mind and the stomach.
Yeah,
To make
mind,
sure
body,
everything's
and
covered.
soul.
I love that.
Because we are out there praying with the individuals that we serve. I mean, our, Jasmine will tell you, in Freehold, our pantries that we do in the community, we become a family with those people. We get to know them and their struggles. And they feel free to come and ask us for prayer, and we join hands out in that parking lot, and we pray for one another. And that's something that is very, very big for me, because I truly believe that God has his hand on us and what we do.
What kind of help are you looking for from the community, and what are your future plans?
Our biggest need right now is building. We have outgrown the space that we are in Freehold. Trucks. To be able to go pick up this food. I mean, we have two very old trucks, one truck, one van, that every day I get in it and
I'm like, I don't like the sound of this.
I'm like, please, baby, Come on, baby, please.
It's on its last
Come
leg.
on, baby. You can
We
do
need
it.
to
You can
expand
do it.
operations. There you go, right? Okay, that's what we need to do. So yes, building-wise, it's important because as you can see, we have a small classroom that can fit around 15 to 20, 12?
12.
Okay, around there, but we want to expand that. Our goal for the readiness program right now, we're in a pilot phase, but we want to touch thousands. Okay, every time we go out, we see people that need just a little tweaking out there, right? So we want to say, hey, take our number, join our program. Let's open up a file. Let's help you get where we agree upon where you want to be.
What a wonderful program that is. So yes, we're still accumulating a little bit more of that rainfall throughout the afternoon time frame, but there's a little bit of a dry slot across